Nice evening for a walk, isn't it?
Eerie.
There's something in the air. Can you smell it? Spruces.
Spruces, firs, pines. I was always bad at telling conifers apart.
Where spruces prickle, firs just tickle.
Fir? That's Tanne in German. Just like my name. Never thought about it.
Why? What's your name?
Tannhauser.
We'd pronounce it Tannhauser with an umlaut. German roots?
Yes, my grandpa.
These things on the ground. We call them fir cones. As a matter of fact, though, they're actually spruce cones. Did you know that?
What do you mean, actually?
Well, fir cones come to pieces when they fall off the trees. Spruce cones stay intact. Some things, you have to see them. You're from around these parts?
No, just visiting. Getting accustomed to it, I guess.
Me neither. I come here for the beautiful view.
Smoke?
No thanks, I quit.
The climate makes me feel a lot better, that's for sure. So what are you doing up here, all on your own? Fed up with all the hurly-burly down there?
I just like traveling. Always on the road, hiking and all that.
So you're taking a break?
Oh, I lost my hiking boots. They just slipped over the railing. And now they're gone. If you ask me, we are really all in the same vast backyard. All this madness. Looking for some kind of meaning. Anything at all.
Sounds a bit like you're going through a life crisis.
Oh no. Quite the opposite is true. I gained insight. That's what I did. Insight. Exactly. That's it.
What about the locals? Do you know them?
Most of them. I'm actually visiting this place every year. Why?
You know a man called Lazarus Tuft?
Yes, I do. Fascinating man. He absolutely crushed me at Doppelkopf once. No one knows for sure where he came from and what he's doing here. Legend says he bought the old mansion in the woods off of his Doppelkopf millions. He rarely ever visits town. Hardly surprising the way folks keep talking around here. Anyway, let them talk. That's my position.
I saw you down there at the raffle.
Yes, I tried my luck.
Did you win?
Just a snuff box. Such a letdown. I've sworn off the devil's dealings. You?
I'm in possession of a pair of hiking boots. Didn't you say you lost yours?
Yes, indeed. I'd exchange anything from my inventory for a new pair of hiking boots. Would you trade with me by chance? Your hiking boots in exchange for my snuff tobacco.
Fair enough.
Oh, thank you. How nice. And they're a perfect fit too.
I've got to go.
Okay. Have a nice evening. Thanks again.
You're welcome.
Finally I can make off again. I can hear the call of the wild. Farewell.
Farewell. A meteor crashed down on the other side of the lake.
Arr.
I saw you at the raffle, right? Did you win?
Arr. Just this voucher for a boat trip. Man, I hate water. You?
I won this.
Is that snuff tobacco? Oh man! I love snuff tobacco. Would you like to make a deal?
What do you have in mind?
Would you like to have the voucher in exchange? You know, the one for the boat trip on that lovely lake. That's what I got at the raffle tonight.
That's from the local boat rental.
Yes. Do you want it?
Okay, let's make it so.
All right. Deal.
Hey, sweetheart.
Good evening. I won this voucher in the raffle.
I know.
How can you know?
Yeah, my sister told me. She's hosting the raffle booth tonight.
Who would have thought?
Hey, sweetheart.
Good evening. How much for the swimming animals?
Oh, just pick one. The season is over, and I have a gut feeling dinosaurs will be out of fashion next year anyway. My bet is on...
Sea monsters.
maybe, yeah?
I'll be leaving then. A swimming animal in the shape of the flying dinosaur, Pteranodon. It doesn't look all too seaworthy. There's a leak in the bow, and the paddle wheel seems to be missing.
Hey, sweetheart.
Good evening. About the paddle boat over there? It doesn't seem particularly seaworthy.
Why? What's wrong with it?
I think it has a leak. The paddle wheel isn't in good condition either, if you ask me.
Oh my, you see, I'm afraid it's the last of its kind. Its friends are already lined up at the dry dock. Do you think you could help me fix it? I can't really leave my post right now.
I'll have a look at it. This should fix the leak. It's much too cold to go for a swim right now. A beautiful, healthy tree. Acersoidu platanus, the sycamore maple. I call, they come. Neat. Beverly, it is widely known that corvidae are quite sociable and intelligent beings. I recently became acquainted with no less than a swarm of these impressive singing birds. Sometimes, I wish I could be like them. If I could just fly south with them. I wonder if they would accept me as one of their own. Over here, little birdies. Whoops, I must have overfed them. The streetlight is flickering unsteadily. Typical case of light pollution. A swarm of fireflies is gathering around the broken streetlight. Maybe they think it's their god. I wonder what it's like to be a firefly. I see an environmental disaster of at least medium proportions. Beverly, my image of this innocent place has been tainted. I found a trash dump right in the middle of these woods, probably long established by the locals. The question arises, who would sink so low? Keep out. Packets and groceries delivery. Whistle 2 times, leave delivery on doormat, and exit the area. No advertisements. A voluptuous pear tree. Hello? The perfect spot for a bench. These fruits are mine to pick up.
Gotcha! This is private property, and you're obviously on my turf. This time, boy, you've chosen the wrong neighborhood.
I see no reason for violence.
Didn't you read the sign?
Are you referring to the keep out sign or the one that says no trespassing?
Very funny. You're one of them. I know. Confess.
One of them? Oh no, not again. Okay, I'll tell you once and for all, I'm not an alien. I don't care what you believe.
A what? An alien? Ha! Now you think you've been clever, don't you?
No, sir. And just in case you want me to take part in any tests, let me tell you.
You government guys are getting more and more annoying.
Wait, government guys?
I already told you guys last time. Not on my watch. Name and rank, soldier. You're with the CIA, BND, HVA, FBI, NSA. Spit it out!
Name's Tannhauser. I'm a quantum physicist on vacation.
Liar! That's ridiculous! You better tell me the truth, or else... Say something!
What's with all that garbage?
Okay, I guess you're right. The quality of your lies doesn't imply a higher intelligence at work. Quite the opposite, in fact. So, what are you doing here anyway? The truth this time, the whole story!
Well, it all began a few weeks ago when I got this notification that said I won a trip to Europe. I was stunned, but Aunt Lottie gave her blessings. A prize like this should not be forfeited, she said. I might even be able to discover some distant relatives. Also that I deserved a break. She only wished for me to return safe and sound. So after a brief visit to Berlin, I began my journey. And that's how I ended up here.
Interesting story. I mean, it's ridiculous, but I'm inclined to believe you. Now, about the part with the Millennium Cooperative. I always had the impression that something wasn't quite right with them.
Well then, bye.
Feel free to visit me anytime. We can go into all the details. Name's Lessing, by the way.
Special Agent Hans Tannhauser. I'm with the FBI.
Very funny.
What do you know about the Millennium Cooperative?
I know they're a bunch of powerful people. A secret society, like the Freemasons or the Illuminati. They are directing from the shadows, globally, playing governments like puppets on strings. They surely build something fishy up there in the mountains. I always knew it.
Crikey, you must have been down the deepest depths of the rabbit hole.
Of course I have. If you look at the ancient Sumerian and Babylonian writings, you will see a pattern emerge that... Ah! You hear that hum? Stop it! Make it stop! Stop, stop, stop! It's them! They try to slowly drive me insane with their atomic radiation!
Ever heard the term Saturn portal?
Of course. In theory, the Saturn portal describes a kind of interdimensional opening, a gate to the stars, like a crossroads or a junction in space-time.
That sounds familiar. That sure sounds a lot like science fiction to me.
Well, it's all arcane theoretical physics, blending modern science with occult magic. They are trying to establish a connection to the southern pole of Saturn using Birkeland currents. Birkeland currents, ever heard of that? They flow through the Earth's magnetosphere out into the cosmos, in form of an electric plasma stream, a twisted helix, a conduit right up to Saturn, to free the entities trapped in there. If you look at the northern pole of Saturn, you will recognize that shape, the hexagon.
What's with your squirrel?
That's Drowsy. He's me friend, sleepy fella.
So why are you living out here on your own?
The government obviously believes that I'm a threat, so they declared me insane and put me in the sanitarium. Back in the days when it used to be a real sanitarium, before the cooperative took over. When things went down the drain, I realized that people like me have no place in a society like this. People like me have to disappear, go undercover. We have to resist until our day comes.
I think I've heard enough. Nice talking to you.
Feel free to visit me anytime. We can go into all the details.
This windmill provides electricity to the treehouse. Autonomous and sustainable. This light bulb is wind-powered, 100% clean energy. The landscape vaguely reminds me of home. Detailed blueprints for a bunker layout. Odd. It's a bass tuba. No way. Brass is my kryptonite, and contact allergies are nothing to joke about. A shopping list. Rations, canned meals, tinfoil, magazines. I'd rather not sniff around. Self-defense.